What's going on, everyone? It's Crunch Meats here, logging in, pressing start on yet another episode of Honkai Impact 3rd Part 2. So last time we left off, we went through trauma as Coralie was killed. Yes, she is here with us right now, but she's, at least for now, dead in the story. Now, will they keep her dead? I can't actually answer that one because Honkai's a weird thing of sometimes characters will stay dead like Himiko has, other times, you know, they are given rebirths. So we might be seeing a brand new version of her soon. But we got story to get into, so why don't we, hey? Now, I want to apologize. I got a bit of a migraine this morning when recording, so I will try my best to do this. Possibility, the most beautiful word in all human language. On the web of time, stretching infinitely in all directions, different pasts intertwine, and divergent futures reflect one another. A mature overseer and a jaded worker could be two possibilities inside and outside a dream. A composed knight and a temperous girl could merely be two slightly different time slices cut from the same individual. When a golden mortal and a dark fiend find themselves in a paradoxical disagreement, when an honest and noble champion of justice becomes tainted by the madness of a vengeful spectre, at what point was the seed of possibility first planted? The ticking of the clock repeated endlessly, jarring in the eerie silence of this place. Every inch of her skin burned, and every nerve ending screamed with excruciating pain. It felt as if half the blood in her body had been drained and replaced with a cold, hateful flame. In a haze, she vaguely remembered, as a space exploration vessel, Hyperion 11 was never equipped with any old-fashioned mechanical clock, so was all of this a hallucination? When did she start hallucinating? And Coralie's death, could it too just be a nightmare? Reality and hallucinations blended together, and the images in her mind grew increasingly fragmented. Only regret and pain remained vivid, spiraling deeper into the realm of illusion. If she hadn't been so weak, would she have avoided such a despairing end? Coralie? That reminds me, I was just about to write about her. I'm gonna try not to get emotional because this kind of stuff when it happens in a game does make me so. I just want to put it out there. Before falling asleep, the girl always made a habit of replaying the day's events in her mind, picking out the moments worth recording, like receiving praise, making progress, being blessed by good fortune, to jot down in her diary. The diary's sole audience was the keeper herself. As for the negative thoughts or emotions that needed venting, those were left for the shouts and sweat of training. There was no need for her to. I can't wrap my head around her actions. How does someone manage to get a demerit within 10 minutes of arriving at the base? A demerit is one thing, but the real issue is her lack of remorse. She even has the nerve to hide under the shade of a tree during training, fiddling with a handheld that beeps every now and then. Shouldn't a transfer student focus on acclimating to the new environment first? The most infuriating part? During the afternoon session, I actually made eye contact with her, and she immediately made a face and mocked me, causing the instructor to drop points off my discipline. Darn. Oh no, they're doing a flashback. Oh. Well, are you still in the mood to pull faces now? If that's what you want, I'll happily treat you to them in private. Oh my god, the tension. I'm only worried you won't be able to hold back your laughter. And when you lose again, you'll blame it on me. Just like you did last week. That irritating face curled into another smirk, and she immediately responded by pressing harder against the body she had completely pinned down. The pain, though not severe enough to cause injury, would surely strip away the mask of defiance. The masseuse always says I handle immense pain. Would you care to put in a little more effort? This half-hearted approach makes me worry someone might get the wrong idea. You... Here, tricks are just a flash in the pan. And now, you have nothing left. Is that so? Funny, because where I stand, I've got just enough luck up my sleeve. What? Thud. In an instant, the world turned upside down, and before she could even grasp what happened, she found herself awkwardly kneeling on the ground. Then, a mocking voice whispered in her ear, "Well, are you still in the mood to watch me make faces now?" Though, I hate to admit it, that troublemaker might actually have some talent. Losing to her in the test, I'll chalk it up to underestimating my opponent. Next time, I won't lose. If I lose. Her pen abruptly stopped at the final stroke of her word lose. By the time the ink had bled into an unsightly blot, she realized her diary had once again strayed from its intended purpose, and even her fingers itched to tear out the page. Fortunately, reason prevailed just in time, sparing the already torn diary from further wounds. Why do I feel the urge to rip out the page just because I wrote about her? If her diary had consciousness, it might have complained bitterly at her anger-fueled gesture, or silently wept over the disruptions of a years-long habit. Coralie, just wait and see. I'll fill this page up to the brim after you've been beaten. I might as well train a bit longer. It's not like I can focus on writing right now anyway. I'll gear up first. So they are doing a flashback. Man, they did this with some of the other character deaths. Oh my god. Whoa, hello. Fuha? Hmm? Base number 12 is complete destroyed. Oh my god. Oh, it's Helia. Whoa, hang on. Specifically designed NPCs? It's always a surprise when they come up. Can you see we're having a conversation here? I'm sorry. Jesus, the country girl from base number 9. Gaming handheld? How careless can she be to drop this? Is she in one of the lockers? Oh, her art's been deframed. The moment she opened the locker, a pang of pain gripped her heart. Perhaps it stemmed from a common compassion. However, acting on that compassion by becoming a self-appointed detective determined to uncover the culprit was, from any angle, little more than meddling. All she could do was organize the scattered items and gently close the locker door, pretending the gaming handheld had never been dropped. This is more than enough. So she's being bullied as a brand new user, you know. Wherever the calamity occurs, it's all-encompassing. This line from the admission oath, which encapsulates the essence of calamity, also served as her personal mantra to motivate herself before each training session. When will the 15th calamity strike? Which base will it destroy? And will the so-called final calamity predicted by the supercomputers completely extinguish the last embers of human civilization? In an era where the global order was shattered and the societal system was completely reshaped, she could only cling to the constant reflection, desperately searching for a shred of purpose amidst the gnawing fear. Keep it up. There's not much time left. As usual, she began calibrating her training weapon, a task that left no room for error. Yet, the distant chatter still burrowed into her ears. After all, there were only 4 of them in a tiny space. I heard the instructor that Coralie got a special promotion from base number 1 because of her exceptional performance in the live combat at base number 13. A genius, huh? No wonder she crushed our local honor student, Helia, as soon as she arrived. They're not wrong. A loss is a loss. You can't cry over spilled milk. I had a different vision story, though. Think about it. Her ears and tails are most eye-catching features, right? I know, even before the instructor said it's some kind of mutation caused by calamity. It's still super freaky to see that on a human body. Helia, focus on your own business. Whatever they're saying doesn't concern you. Don't let it bother you. I heard there's a secret underground division of base number 13 conducting human experiments, stitching humans together to remains of the calamity. Ew, disgusting! I knew there was some shitty going on. No wonder I saw the instructor meeting her privately multiple times, carrying filled envelopes. She's definitely getting special treatment. I never thought extra training could be so entertaining, wanting a laugh every 5 minutes. What's the matter? Don't you want to be strapped to an experiment table and turned into a creepo like her? No matter her appearance, Coralie's strength's undeniable. And you're being very loud, that's all I have to say. Oh, you don't think defending that monster? Did he knock some sense out of you, or have you already been assimilated by her? Letting a monster like that base number 1 is a real threat to humanity's survival. Everyone knows base number 1 is the last century. Could it be the calamities of finally getting rationality and decided to send their emissary to dismantle humanity from within? I have to admit, your talent for spinning stories is way above me. Up until now, no calamity has ever taken on human form, or in any shape comprehensible to humans. Nor have they exhibited predictable behaviors. They're incomprehensible, devastating natural disasters. For a society that prides itself on reason and technology and relies on AI, big data, this unpredictability is our greatest vulnerability. Stop with your ridiculous conspiracy theories. If you have a problem with Coralie, challenge her to a duel right now. I guarantee you that even if she's drooling to get into her nap, she'll happily get up to fight you. First of all, I still look at their body, and secondly, I accept the duel. Coralie, you and Helia are in that kind of relationship? There's nothing going on between us. We fought once, so what? I knew you were in this together. Whatever you say. I'd rather fight here to save myself from changing gear and walking all the way to the training field. I can easily make up get points I lose on the next test. You know, barely past the transfer mark. If you end up being transferred to my hometown as a result of the investigation, I can't say for sure what'll happen. After all, it's crawling a mad scientist there. Let's go! What are you doing here? Are you here to train overtime too? You just got lost after grabbing a midnight snack. Did you get lost too? Seems like you might actually be getting assimilated by me. Of course not. I was preparing for some extra training. If you say so, I'll head back to sleep. Coralie, next victory will be mine. I look forward to it. I lost again. She predicted every move I might make, yet every time she acted as if she was one step ahead of me. What's the point? She might as well take me down 5 seconds into the match, at least that way. She could have accepted each of those so-called momentary lapses without resentment. A diary entry that once took no more than 20 minutes has now become a grueling task ever since meeting Coralie. At 2 AM, the cafeteria was completely empty. She chose the farthest corner, silently chewing on the last convenience meal, along the indescribable frustration. She had been considering putting aside her petty pride and telling her parents far away at base number 9 all about her troubles, just like she used to when she was younger. But every time she tried, lies like, "I'm happy," or, "Of course, I'm still the best," would slip out unbidden. Those lies had relentlessly shut off every avenue for her parents to connect with her real life. And so, in this moment, she was left to bear the cost of those lies alone. Is food always bad this hour? What are you doing here? I got lost. Lost. Just happens to end up at the cafeteria. Lost in the corner. In the seat. Right across from me. To celebrate the end of the test week, I spent the whole day playing games in my dorm. By the time I realized I hadn't eaten, it was already the middle of the night. I was so hungry that my vision blocked. No wonder I mistook you for a base ghost or a cafeteria goblin. You... Are you deliberately showing off your winner's composure, Coralie? Do you secretly find someone like me laughable? You were the one who hit me with 3 questions first. I was just stating the facts. Besides, it's so late. Are you tired from talking to me with those tinted glasses on? Not at all. Alright then, I'll put my cards on the table. You're not laughable at all. You're actually quite interesting. Otherwise I wouldn't have bothered coming over. Interesting. What are you even saying? Come on. This is a public space. If you want me to bare my heart, why do you feel embarrassed? It's just the 2 of us here. Wait, when did I ask you to bare your heart? What on earth are you doing here? I came to remind you to eat a midnight snack while it's still warm. It tastes even worse when it's cold, though honestly, the food this hour is bad enough already. I've finished my meal. Oh, do you have room for more? I think I grabbed too much. Don't worry, I didn't touch any of those veggies in the bowl. It's spotless. Want some? No need to worry about points, it's on me. Coralie, can you just stop talking? Wait, are you crying? I'm sorry, I didn't expect you to react so strongly to that event. Had I known, I would have gone easier on you. It's fine. I should be the one apologizing. I lost my composure. The cafeteria settled back into its usual silence. Unfortunately, Coralie's bewildered expression quickly stirred a tiny eddy in the vast stillness. Uncharacteristically, Helia didn't seize the chance to insult her. Instead, she simply stared at the eddy's center until she, too, was drawn in. Do you remember that base number 12 was destroyed by the 15th calamity just a month ago? No one knows which base will be next. All we have is the optimal response time calculated by the supercomputers. I came from base number 9, the base with the highest number of people awaiting transfer, and nearly half of its defense system crippled. My parents sacrificed everything to send me to the preparation school at base number 8. I spent 5 years fighting tooth and nail to climb my way up to base number 1. As long as I graduate top of my class, I'll have a 100% chance of joining the new Schul's Calamity Special Ops, which will qualify me to transfer my parents to the safest place of base number 1. I can't afford to take chances. Then you came along, suddenly so variable I simply can't. Pretend I didn't say anything. Starting tomorrow. I'll push you beyond your limits. There's a saying. Push yourself to limit during test week until you not correlate to the ground. Helia, do you copy? If you do, please say copy that. Dear Mum and Dad, how have you been? The news says the power system base number 9 will be restored in 6 days, but I still wanted to write you a letter. Maybe the lights will be back on by the time the letter arrives. Wouldn't that be kind of romantic? Starting from today, I have 27 days until graduation. Even now, being number 1 is still my goal, but for some reason, as I run forward, I don't feel as exhausted or frustrated as I used to. It's as if it's become a piece of candy, Mom. Mom rewarded me the only time I scored 80 points on a test, which taught me that even if I don't achieve my ideal result, I can still taste sweetness. Whatever that sweetness comes for you or... Helia, are you free? Can you help me revise this report? Revise it yourself. One more thing, the level 5 lock I applied will be installed tonight. Don't forget, no lock can stop the mighty super soldier Coralie. The fluffy tail swayed happily side from side, knocking over all the knickknacks on the desk. An obvious sign of the owner's cheerful mood. That tail, fluffy and soft, looks like it would be amazing to touch. Nothing, just revise it yourself. What do you want me to do? Kneel before this beautiful and kind lady Helia? I can do that. Wait, you... This was without doubt a 3-page-long training report filled with typos and bad grammar. To revise it to a barely acceptable level would have taken at least 5 hours of brain power, not to mention the... Coralie. Oh, I think I figured out how to revise myself. Well, that's for your help next time. Goodbye, Helia, the beautiful and kind. Coralie snatched the report away from Helia before she could react. However, the sticky note, which was practically an observation on her, was left in her hand after the tug of war. Oh, couldn't hear her clearly, but if that's her name, that's pretty cute. Drink water. Does she bring a hydration reminder everywhere? Just like slacking. Nag. Some chicken soup for the soul, but she managed to avoid drawing the trend. Oh. Oh, this is a heart-wrenching chapter. She's been thinking about next time. I would never. Helia. Alright, this looks like we're back in the present. I just gotta blow my nose. I'll be right back. Helia, please don't raise your expectations, only to be disappointed when they fall short. What I said earlier was that we're not especially close. It doesn't mean we're not close, it's just that we're not close yet. Are you deliberately showing off your winner's composure, Coralie? Do you secretly find me laughable? Stop. You don't need to make so many excuses before judging others. Strong is strong, weak is weak. No matter how much you try to justify it, it won't change the fact. Coralie, next time, victory will be mine. I swear upon this blood, I will sacrifice my flesh and forsake my sense of pain, so that I may fight my enemies fearlessly to death, until the flames of vengeance consume me entirely. Will there be a next time for us? Give me 1 second, I've got to save that shot. What I'd like to do is make a canvas and at least grab the image. There we go. Tick tock, tick tock. The ticking of the clock repeated endlessly, jarring in the eerie silence of this place. Was that a dream? Or a hallucination born of despair? The images in her mind slipped away like sand through her fingers. The harder she tried to grasp them, the faster they fell apart. Before she could hold on to anything, everything vanished like a vision. Her chest felt hollow, as if something essential was missing. Only an influx of regret and sorrow weighed heavy in her heart. Was it just a dream? I can't recall. The shadow in the mirror remained silent, forcing herself to lift her gaze. She stared at the blood trailing down the mirror's surface. In her daze, she even tasted a faint sweetness, like the aftertaste of sugar. Her body had begun to adapt to the burning sensation in her veins, and with the numbness to pain came an unexpected lightness. The dizziness from blood loss still required some time to get used to. She clenched her teeth and held her breath. A cautious knock at the door broke the silence. Helia, the meeting's about to start. Meeting? Oh, that's right. She had a meeting. Even when life itself declared its end, the prospect of a next time could still offer a glimmer of hope to those who were accustomed to striving. Even if reality held no promises of improvement and nothing to look forward to. Oh yeah, I forgot Mia joined us now. She's been here for a while. Both of them have. Helia, are you okay? I'm fine. You better know nothing, Vita. I'm just as confused as everyone else. The previous adventure records are all here. Prometheus can verify that I didn't tamper with anything. Whether it's Krona here, or Helia, or Coralie, in the other two locations, we've all died a great many times, but we've never managed to change anything in the real world. Where did it all go wrong? Anyway, we need to proceed with caution and prepare backup plans. The ship carries Seely, Dr. Einstein, and the Abyss Flower. Oh, sorry, the ship carrying Seely, it is Seely in this game, Dr. Einstein and the Abyss Flower will take a minimum of 2 days and 21 hours to reach the moon base. As for me and Bronya, well, we tried just now, but it's the same. Both of us were rejected by the Dream Seeker system. We were affected by the Heritage Core, so the system likely sees us as threats from the cocoon. I'm trying to trick the system with a modified disguise data, but it's unlikely to succeed in the short term. I knew things wouldn't go smoothly. Oh well, instead of sighing, we should focus on what we can. Prometheus, stay here and continue comparing the current Samsara's data to the previous one to deduce the cause of death. May, Bronya, come with me to the database. We need to recover Coralie's account data from the second before her disappearance based on all her previous adventure records from scratch. Durandal, continue logging in from the terminal over there and look into the clues in the system for Krona and Helia. The Latoast of the 33rd 10 Shoes War is on high alert towards us, so it'll be difficult to pry out any useful information from him. Well, we might as well continue retracing key moments from the past 10 Shoes Wars. Maybe Latoustron back there could provide us with some important breakthroughs. I didn't expect each time we rewind, the flaws of turning into strangers would be our greatest weapon after turning into enemies. But precisely because we know the outcome so well, we've let our guard down around them. Not just Latos, but also... Wow, Three's become so mature and reliable. Truly worthy of a snitchel overseer. Vita, if you're so free, why not fulfill your role as the system operator and guide Krona and the others? I don't want to see any more accidents. Yeah. Overseer, can we depart now? 5 more minutes. Helia, her hand is injured and needs to be treated. Don't worry about it. You look terrible. I'm fine. We'll do as she said. Okay. Phew. Managed to muddle through, but it's only temporary. Sooner or later, they'll start suspecting the other 7 shoes. When that time comes, investigating her on my own won't be so easy. Since we've encountered the 7 shoes repeatedly across multiple samsaras, it at least means they, or some of them, hold a significant place in Mars' history. Though, the most direct way to confirm this would be to ask Ajita herself. However, for various reasons, I'd rather not interact with her. I must find the answer before everyone else, at any cost. If necessary, I might even... Well, let's save that for when the time comes. Right, back in we go. To the 19th war. We're back. In line Q. Watch out! Huh? Bianca charged ahead, lifting the man, 2 heads taller than her, with a single hand. However, when she placed the man back on the ground, she misjudged her height and caused him to fall disgracefully to the floor. Ugh, this body is a hassle. Are you okay? Thank you, my feet can't hold it much longer. Are you a contestant in the 10 Shoes War? What happened? Are you all outsiders? Talking about bad timing. The contestants have gone mad. You should know that in the past 10 Shoes War, there's always been a few who got injured and had to drop out from overusing the energy in the Jade Plaques. And this time's no exception. But this time, the injuries are different. After overusing their Jade Plaques, they've lost the ability to feel pain and began fighting even more recklessly, until they finally collapsed in a pool of blood. You have no idea how terrifying it was. A bunch of blood-soaking maniacs tearing each other apart. It's probably what the underworld in the Elysium myths look like. Elysium! Now we also have the Elysium Realm, but we are currently got Elysium going in Star Rail. Fanart is from the something Elysium. Helia looks even paler. Is she okay? Chrono, do you think it could be one of the 10 Faces of Misery before it got officially named? It does sound similar in many ways. In any case, the pointless slaughter must have enraged the gods. Loki hasn't seen the sun for nearly 4 days. And the darkness. It's as if we were trapped in Rumu. So, the sun's actually up now? Yeah. Anyway, come with me back to Amber Street to rally up some reinforcements. Lord Latost has stationed some people there to stand by. Latost. Yes, Lord Latost halted the war yesterday, and along with the remaining same contestants, imprisoned most of the maniacs on the outskirts of London to prevent them from harming the innocent. Today we were supposed to end it here and now, but shortly after Latost left the prison to hunt down the remaining maniacs, the shadow monsters appeared. They're even more vicious than before, and they've spontaneously destroyed the provisional prison. I managed to escape the chaos, but the contestants who stayed behind to face the shadow monsters are probably in grave danger. Why leave such an important thing till the last minute? Aren't you outsiders here to watch the competition? It wouldn't have helped to tell you earlier. Come on. We shouldn't stay here too long. Let's head to Amber Street right away. No, you have to. Let me take him back to Amber Street. Alright. Krona and I will check on the other contestants in the prison, and then meet you at Amber Street. Amber Street's still a ways off from here, Helia. Be extra careful. Okay. Same goes for you, too. She's gonna try and punch Latost, isn't she? She's gonna try and kill him. Huh? Phone's ringing. That's better. I like it like this when you got the half and half to tell who's talking. You're thinking of me already? It's only been 10 minutes. You couldn't resist calling me? Didn't you make the call? If it's not important, I'll hang up. Wait. I was the one who initiated the call. Since Corona and I are inside the system, Could the person outside it please leave the channel? I'm worried this might affect the call quality. What if I refuse? Then you'll hear my sharp critique on Cosmic Hacker Vita's skill level. Since Vita isn't very skilled, she can only install backdoor programs on certain smart devices. However, the everyday items in Lanku aren't sufficient for her needs. So, I simply removed Rumia's phone booth here. As long as it works, the appearance doesn't matter. That's what I want to remind Krona of. Do you think this proves I'm unskilled? Why wouldn't I? I should not have answered that call. Whoop! Whoa, hello! That took a minute. Oh my god, wait. Is this one of the first few times? I think we did fight as her last time. But this is our first open world combat as Bianca. Oh, okay, this is kind of cool. She fights on a board. I like it. I don't like that she's a child, but I love this combat. I love her board's design, by the way, as well, I gotta say. Give me these. I want these. I need these. Not really, but you know. Dreamseeker, with me! My god, okay, I like that. Combo attacks where we have inputs, almost QTE of attacks. I do love. It's kind of why I like ones when you dodge. Wait, did she double jump? I just realized, can she double jump on the board? She can. I wonder what the use of double jumping is. Oh, I've gone off the board. So X gets you on and off the board, which is interesting. I like that. Yeah, X is my X button. You're welcome. I'm grateful. How should I address you? You can call me Dreamseeker. Dreamseeker. You must really like our Elysian myths to choose this codename. It reminded you that Vincent, the Silky Dream manager, had also shown interest in your codename. In the Elysian myth that Vincent told you, there was a group of chosen ones who could travel back in time. They entered one person's dreams, then emerged from another, allowing to return to the past and observe historical events. Come to think of it, if you've been doing fates described in myths, though the red-haired girl who once laughed with you was no longer by your side. We're not forgetting Senna, are we? After checking the surroundings with Durandal, you neutralize the nearby shadow. Okay. We've searched everywhere, but no one's seen Helia. Same here. I've asked the contestants we rescued to spread out and ask about the person who came back with Helia. Let's wait here for a bit. Honestly, I'm a little worried about Helia. She was very close to Coralie. Maybe she needs more time to process her emotions. Actually, it was I who convinced Teresa to let Helia join our mission. I understand how she feels. Of course, Teresa knows how it feels because she lost Himiko. If she were to quit the missions now because of sorrow, she'd only resent herself more in the future. for doing nothing at this moment. Whether it's for her sake or Corali's, when things are at their worst, she must do everything she can to prevent any further regrets. At least, that's how I see it. Sorry, does that sound a bit cold? Not at all. I just didn't expect you to have thought about it so much about Helia. You're truly experienced. You also wanted to distract her from her sorrow with this mission, right? Yes. None of us, myself included, are willing to accept the outcome. I won't give up until I've exhausted all possibilities. Yeah. I think we found her. Looks like it's gonna rain. Am I about to find out why they call you Peggy? Peggy, you're from Elysium, right? I'm wondering, from the perspective of the Elysium people, how did the shadow monsters come to be and when did they first appear? Let me think. Most people believe that shadow monsters are creatures shaped by natural selection. They're commonly referred to as shadow monsters due to their unpredictable and menacing nature, and initially being repelled by fire and light. Throughout history, humans have instinctively used fire and light to explore the unknown, but in this sense, shadow monsters they fear both are no different from other creatures inhabiting the Luxun. Are they? Therefore, recently, scholars have been advocating the demystification of shadow monsters in hopes of encouraging the general public to actively join the fight against them. Methods include giving them more realistic and less frightening names like shadow beasts. Of course, there are still many who reject the mainstream view, insisting that all shadow monsters come from a massive, abstract evil entity. They are projections, servants, and eyes of empathy in this world, aiming to invade reality and rebel against the gods. As for when they emerged, some scholars have found the earliest records of the shadow monsters date back to the eve of the First Tenchu's War. Whether they existed before that, no one can say for sure. If that's the case, the appearance of the shadow monsters might be caused by the First Tenchu's War? So besides selecting the divine attendants of the gods at the tower, the Tenchu's Wars, unbeknown to many, stabilizes public settlement. And what role did the highly respected Latos play in all of this? That should not be history, but common knowledge now. Latos is a common code name for the person elected by all the contestants to represent the Tenchu's War. Every generation of Latos wears the same outfit, and even their face becomes alike. They travel across the continents of Luxun, organizing the competitions. This generation of Latos is just as quiet and diligent as the rest. There's a rumor circling around that he might be a mass-produced robot. He shouldn't be. Zone fine, thank goodness you're alright. I'm just gonna check something real quick on my options menu. Oh, no. We're not leaving. Okay, I was gonna turn the game up, but... Ow. I heard you were looking for me, so I rushed over, but I nearly twisted my ankle again. Where's Helia? Is she with you? Right after you both left, she began asking me about Latos' whereabouts. After sending me back to Amber Street, she left without a word. Anyway, she's acting really odd. Despite her pale face, as if she was like about to pass out, she was clenching her weapon. I mean, she looked just like those maniacs. I guess we're passing over. I'm going to be 1 second to go run to the other side of the office. I need to grab some bits because I can feel my lips cracking, and I'm not here to have my lips crack. One thing about me, avatar or not, even my avatar gets cracked lips. So I need cyber Vaseline. That's the problem. When the Arcadia is cold. So cold. Talking of cold. They're probably the maniacs mentioned earlier. Now that they're all lying here, where did Latos go? And what is that shadow cluster? It's okay. With my current strength, I should be able to handle this. Huh? Is that new weaponry? That's a new skill for her. Now, is that a new permanently unlocked skill with like a new weapon, or... It's high noon. It is. It's flipping McCree or Cassidy. It's Cassidy's ult from Overwatch. Do you see that, Coralie? I told you I could do it. Girl, you are... Whoa! Eyes open dead. Also the toast! Oh. So the name of this dead maniac. That's the name of this dead maniac. How dare you insult her! Perhaps it was the biting cold. Or maybe the fury coursing through her. But she didn't immediately realize that the man in front of her wasn't the Latoast who had pierced Coralie's chest. This is the path she chooses. She has no one to blame but herself. Have you no shame? Isn't this all a result of the heinous crimes you committed? As you said, the recent aberrations in Lanku are both an omen of impending catastrophe and an aftermath of past misdeeds. If I was to trace this issue back to its source, the responsibility rests with me. Therefore, I accept your accusation. However, I have forsaken the title of Shadow King, and will spend the rest of my life serving in the darkness. What am I doing now is a necessary step to eliminate evil and restore balance to the world. I kindly ask you do not interfere. Shadow Knight, you are a knight of the gods? Because of the anomaly you show, I initially thought you were a remaining maniac, but it seems I was wrong. Then I need not waste my more time here. Stop beating around the bush. Tell me, what did you do with Coralie? What do I need to do to wake her up? Everyone has their own fate, and others cannot interfere. I shouldn't have wasted my breath talking to you. A despicable snake like you deserves 1,000 deaths! Oh, environmental lightning. Perhaps, but not now. You have nowhere to escape! What about through the void? Stop! Hylia! Senpai, what are you doing? Let me go! I found him. I found the toast. Let me go! He's the one who did that to Coralie. I'll make him pay with his own blood. Hylia, look at yourself! Snap out of it! Snap out of it! Snap out of it! The unusual stern tone from Senpai finally snapped her out of it. She stared blankly at her Senpai. Shorter than her, but extruding an overwhelming presence. Seeing for the first time such an intense anger and disappointment, she lowered her head to look at her battered body. Her wounds, some deep and still bleeding, her skin covered in gruesome bruises, and on closer inspection, a joint was dislocated. But she felt nothing. Hylia, are you planning to throw your life away? She numbly shook her head, trying to defend herself, but her lips moved without sound. Hylia, we can't risk our lives like this. We can't afford to pay that heavy price again. Let's get back to Hyperion 11 and discuss our next steps, and then decide what to do. Everyone needs to recover, including you. Thinking was no longer necessary, and there was no outlet for her anger. All she could do was burn that anger into her eyes, directing it at her helpless self. Trapped by chains, she couldn't break no matter how hard she tried. My strength isn't enough. Everything will eventually cease. That was all the toast had to say? Just 13 sentences in total? How about that? Pretty clear, right? Far better than those distant Hylia's endless ers and ums, don't you think? Don't call me that. Vita, stop pushing your luck. And Ajita, why have you been concealing Lito's true identity all this time? Huh? None of you asked. So I assumed you already knew. But thanks to the conveniences I provided, you figured out on your own end. In other words, you should thank me. You really have no shame. What was that shadow cluster we just saw? What is Litos planning now? That was merely a byproduct of Litos' attempt to cure the maniacs. In the real history, it was Litos who took down all the maniacs, dispersed the shadow clusters, and put an end to the rebellion. The Litos in this Ten Shoes War is incredibly ruthless. Perhaps it would be more practical to halt the investigation and search for clues in the next node. Why? We finally found Litos. I want him to pay for what he's done. Make him tell us everything. It seems we're not on the same page. Too bad. Looks like we have to settle this with a vote. One for halting, one for continuing. What about the rest of you? I'm more inclined to halt the expiration of the 19th Shoes War qualifiers node. After all, continuing would be too risky. It's obvious you're worried about Hylia's condition. Why not just be upfront about it? That's 2 for 1. Krona, your vote is crucial. I'm gonna be honest. Krona, how come you... Sorry, Hylia. With the toast already alerted, continuing to explore the historical events of the 19th Shoes War is not the best choice. Oh, that makes it 3 to 1 now. Won't let it happen. Hylia, listen to me. What's there to say? The vote's been cast. It's decided. Has the top student, Hylia, learned to play dirty now? If I recall correctly, it's because you acted on your own and alerted Litos, messing up the plan. If you hadn't done that, we could have uncovered something much more important. You, cheater. One of you controls the system. The other handles the back end. You both know so much yet you hide it every time, leading us all into danger. If you had fulfilled your duties, Carly wouldn't have died. Don't make me laugh. I bet it's your multiple resurrections that made you underestimate how unpredictable the system really is. If I kept reminding everyone this might really end in death, how would you expect anyone to approach the next steps with the right mindset? Stop trying to twist my words! Hylia, it seems you misunderstood something. In my dictionary, the word duty doesn't even exist. The reason you're emphasizing it so, not because you're fulfilling it would actually benefit anyone. You're only bringing it up because it looks like it might bind me and put me on some moral high ground, using it to push your own agenda. Have you looked at yourself properly? Let me think. If it were Coralie, perhaps you'd leave a comment like senseless and furious afterwards. Zip it! Oh, Overseer Teresa does care about me. Though I'm really curious, if Hylia succeeded in killing me, what expression would she have on my face when looking at my corpse? Vita, please, I'm begging you. Can you just be quiet for 1 minute? Fine. Hylia. You know, at Hyperion 11, weapons are prohibited. Given that I used one earlier as well, how about we both write a statement of repentance when we have time? Hylia, I know what you're thinking, and I understand you're feeling right now. The pain you're carrying isn't something anyone can just process right away, but as Valkyries we have to be strong. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken matters into my own hands and pushed you to continue the mission. It looks like I made things worse. I shouldn't have been so righteous. Take some time to rest. Leave the rest to me and Krona. I think that's for the best. I've always thought of you as the kind of hunting dog that really needs someone to lead you. Too bad the one leading you is already... Vita! My god, she is asking to die! Hylia, we'll take over the exploration for now. Once you've recovered, we'll all take action together.
Didn't the meeting already wrap up? Oh, are you missing me already? Vita, I don't know what you're trying to achieve by provoking Helia, but if you dare humiliate one of my important students again, I'll make you rue it. How kind of you, Overseer Farisa. Honestly, that's precisely why I need someone like me, who digs at wounds and speaks harshly. This isn't a game. Holding hands and singing hallelujah together won't solve any problems. And I'm not interested in cuddling everyone's feelings. Surface harmony is meaningless. What truly matters are the results. Rather than avoiding problems, it's better to expose them now and deal with the risks head on as soon as possible, for everyone's benefit. Of course, setting off a bomb is always a bit intense, right? I can finally emphasize Vasily and Senti's insults directed at you. And I believe they were actually too lenient. In any case, watch what you say and do, unless you genuinely wish to make an enemy of the entire world. Alright, alright. Although she felt anger and had recently received comfort, the colder in her body still wouldn't let up. We must be strong. She had heard those words from her respected senpai. She surely understands that, but what lies ahead isn't a simple fall, a minor failure, or a trivial setback. Unlike the others, she had already lost her pillar of support. So, what could she lean on to uphold her purpose? A baseless purpose. Just kidding yourself. Pray for correlate, enter the system again, take a break. Kill the oh, her. That's her main thoughts. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And hallucinations. You've been looking for this bear all day, haven't you? Where'd you find it? Give it back! Unless you admit you're not allergic to furry creatures, but actually love furry things to the point of needing to pet a bear for 10 minutes before bed. I'm only allergic to you. Satisfied? Coralie. Why'd she leave it charging for so long again? Isn't she worried about it exploding? Even with insurance, dying to a charger mishap would be absurd. I better turn it off for her. Multiple unauthorized touches detected. Locking control panel and notifying the device owner. Surrender now. However, since you have been identified as Edro Helia the Fool, basic functions are unlocked. Aren't you going to thank Lady Coralie, the Dark Lord? What am I supposed to do? You really feel for her, my god. Coralie. Oh god, the tears in my eyes. Let's meet outside, dummy. Wait! Enough! The eye opening as well. Though her steps were unsteady, she made her way here. A corridor that had caused her immense pain not long ago, but now offered a temporary refuge. The ticking of the clock repeated endlessly, jarring into the eerie silence of this place. It's so quiet. Everyone's busy with their own tasks, but for me, I'm the only one left here. Murmuring the obvious, her memories replayed everything that had happened just a short while ago. In that moment, she understood why Vita had mocked her, finding herself agreeing with the words. Indeed, while everyone was working hard to save Coralie, some had done nothing before things became irreversible. Some had done too much.
What all led to this? The answers to the question was painfully clear to her. Sorry. Senpai, Overseer, and Krona. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I overestimated my abilities and underestimated the threat of Litos. There are better ways, but I led everyone down the wrong path and got Coraline. No. I don't want it to end like this. I can make up for my mistakes. I can change things as long as I... Hello? As long as you continue with the second deal. Who are you? All you need to know is since we both have our desires, we can both get what we want. Hold on to your resentment. Let the anger continue to burn. Just like when you first met me. Don't make that face, idiot. Coralie? Don't forget, I was the first to support your proposal back then. If we're pointing fingers at who caused everything, I can't escape the share of the blame. From that perspective, we're accomplices, aren't we? But clearly, Coralie has her own thoughts. She only agreed to lead the pursuit of Litos because she trusted you. And the consequence of that existence, trust, was the tragic incident that caused a dagger to the heart you caused. The greatest trick of the devil ever pulled was convincing the world it doesn't exist. I warned you before, didn't I? How is it you remembered everything? But this one line slips your mind, I didn't forget, I just... Oh, I see now. Since that line was coming from me, who's done everything awful thing imaginable. So you're just itching to prove that it doesn't apply to another bad person, right? Hylia, no matter how much we fought things through back then, there was no way we could have possibly come up with a plan that covered every possibility. And the success of a plan is rarely determined by the ones who make it. It's determined by the target. Litos. Litos. Vending on me wasn't enough, and now you're pinning it on someone already branded guilty from the start. But I know your original plan was to be a sacrificial pawn. Someone who would hold Litos back, even at the cost of your life. The problem is, you were reckless, too impulsive, and in the end, the price fell on your best friend instead. I got her killed. You rolled the dice. You faced the consequences. This was the decision we made together, Hylia. I accept whatever comes next. But this little fool doesn't. She depends on you far more than you realize. Hylia, lift your head. We don't have time to grieve. It's not your best friend in trouble, is it? What is it? What gives you the right to say something like that? How dare you talk to her like that? Just saying what you wouldn't dare to. Isn't it time to open up? After all, we're just you. The part you keep burying. Has she got a heritage core? This is eerily similar to the heritage cores. So a heritage core exists within someone and is a conscience within someone. With Kiana in part 1, this was the void who eventually broke out. Thunder in May eventually also broke, though May took control. Obviously, we have Senti, Heritage of Sentience within Fuha. Think back. Do you remember the answer you gave me during our first deal? Tell me, Hylia. What is it you truly desire? I want to kill Litos, even if it costs everything. Yes. Everything will eventually cease. Like life. Like sorrow. But the world still holds so much beauty worth denying those ceases. She's gone mad! Great. If you're unwilling to let go, if your anger still burns, why not offer your second reason? Hylia, I'm ready. I once bled myself dry to numb the pain, and begged for you the strength to never feel fear again. If this time, I'm willing to pay an even steeper price. Can I become even stronger? Strong enough to break through Senpai's interference and make Lato's pay in blood? This is your inner realm. What you call a deal is just a symbiotic ritual. What you give and what you gain. All of it depends on your own resolve. I know. These eyes of mine, they've helped me hit every target on the training field, analyze every situation, craft every plan, and execute every task. But I failed to see it. I missed the danger in the plan. I made the most fatal mistake. I overlooked the one person I should have never let go. Therefore, I offer my eyes in exchange for the power to never make another misjudgment. Your eyes. Is this yet another curse of Helia? How long will Feet keep playing these cruel jokes on me? What are you saying? It's none of your business. That's right. Weak and ordinary Helia only drags the people around her down. If you had made up your mind sooner, she wouldn't have... Enough! I won't do anything to anyone anymore. And this is my resolve. Yeah, she's snapping. She stabs herself through the eye. She is making devil deals right now. See? You did it. But why are you so scared? Classic rookie. Crowley? On the transport, you were talking about how you'd lead the charge once we hit the battlefield. But the second your feet hit the ground, you look completely lost. Classic rookie, straight out the training ground bubble. The portals of the base are still open. If you want to bail, there's time. Lyra didn't want to wake you up. She's already taken off for the others. And with the little history between us, I might just pretend that I didn't see anything if you bail now. Oh, come on. You're just looking for an excuse to run, and yet you're dragging me into this? See, this is why it's dangerous to be close to you. I can't hide anything from you. You're the most experienced one here, yet now you're the first to run? You put me through this brutal training session, saying it was to help me survive. Don't tell me it was just for fun. Oh, busted. Guess there's no way out now. Good. Now quit complaining. We got a task to finish. Oh, so motivated. Don't tell me you think that Calamity's type to give you a nice job. Let's grab dinner at the cafeteria when you give up. Save the sarcasm, Coralie. I know where the Calamity is. Every bit of Calamity Task Force training we endured was to fight it. If your hands weren't shaking just a bit, you might have sounded more convincing. Fine. No need to be embarrassed. When I first stepped into the battlefield, your first time on the battlefield, you single-handedly took down the 10th Calamity. The instructor never stops talking about it. If you hadn't ignored orders, your portrait as a super soldier Coralie would have been plastered all over the base. Wow, you remember better than I do. Didn't know you cared so much. It's almost making me blush. I'm not interested in your jokes. What I care about is completing the task. Every Calamity is stronger than the last. Even with all your victories, your past experiences could fail you now. No faith in me, huh? Maybe I should play it safe and sign up for that famous Friday 401 everyone gossips about. What do you think? Are you out of your mind? Nesta told me about it. Even if the plan's real, the rumor says no one ever comes back. So what? It's just a gamble. The world's already messed up. I'm just a kite with a string cut. No family, no ties. If I die, no one will care. Looks like a win-win to me. It's not true. There are people who will care. Like who? Like me.
millions of people who might be saved from various bases we protected in these missions. Your presence has made an awful world a little bit better. A model student response. How boring. I thought you would... Never mind.
Hylia, Coraline! Nessa! I thought I left you with Lyra. Are the third, all six of us were supposed to act together? Splitting up like this isn't exactly following protocol, you know. You two really are model soldiers. Always talking about all tasks and all that blah blah. Well, that's not a bad thing. I often wish I could be more capable as Hylia. Think of it with wiping the calamities and head home early, all safe and sound. I'm just a classic rookie straight out of training ground bubble. But don't worry, Nessa. We'll give it our all and finish the task. And someday, we'll rid the world of calamities for good. Yeah, I trust you, Hylia. Oh, it's perfect. It's all on you, Hylia. I'll just find a cozy spot to nap. When you're done clearing the area, wake me up. Oh no, just report back that I historically sacrificed myself. Definitely not slacked off and bailed. Same old Coraline. So strong yet just always joking about running away. Who knows if it's a joke or the truth? You're probably the one who can deal with her, Hylia. No wonder Lyra went back to Sasha and Aria earlier. Yeah. I can't stand her either. Let's go, Nessa. We don't have time for her jokes. Alright. I'll lead the way. Up ahead is where we need to go for the task. Coraline, make sure you keep up. One supervisor was bad enough. Now I got two. I'll say that one was making it difficult by becoming a taser. Here, hold this. Oh, another one, of course. Another taser. Taser face. Man. I need to watch Guardians of the Galaxy 3. Oh, she's in the battle. That should make this a bit of a walk in the park now. Hey, rookie, you good? What's that cat got your tongue? First fight got you spooked already? Clearing out those pollutants count as spooked. Then humanity should be invincible. I was just wondering why the almighty senpai didn't jump in sooner, since she can wipe out enemies with a single swing. Didn't you say I'll take care of it? Sometimes rookies need a chance to grow, but hey, techniques need work. Keep it. Nessa, how you holding up? I'm fine. So this is what fighting real calamity pollutants feels like. Way scary on the simulation projections back at training. Scary. Huh. You've seen nothing yet. Things are gonna get worse from here. One mistake and you're dead. Simple as that. Do you mean what you say? Coraline, you're the battle-hardened super soldier after all. No need to freak her out like that. No need. I'd say it's necessary. If a greenhouse flower like her ain't cut out for this, it's better for her to leave. Then I won't leave. Nessa? Back at base where I was born, when it snowed, we had red leaves like these. I don't want to see my hometown become like this. If I can protect it, I won't be afraid to die. Nessa, we defeated the calamity. We won't let your hand down. We'll defeat the calamity. We won't let your home end up like this. I believe you, Hylia, and when you're done, you'll have to visit my home. My mom makes the best apple pie. You'll love it. Sounds good. After we defeat the calamity,
Plenty to look forward to. Coralie, what about you? What's the first thing you'll do when this is over? Me? Why waste time on pipe dreams? I think I'd rather think about improving the next meal. One day at a time, however it comes. And what about visiting my home? I mean, even though the base is pretty wrecked now, I know a place with a nice view. It might be good for someone like you to kill time. Sounds good, but don't say I'm mooching off you if the day comes. I'm not the petty type. And it's a deal. Wait, hold it. Great. Here they come again. Try and leave that till last second, always. It's interesting that they are fighting with Void as well. And they've probably been fighting with Void forever, and I've never... Uh-oh! Nessa, hang on, I'm coming! Don't tell me she dies now. Oof. Hell yeah. I'm here, I'm right here. Yeah, I'm scared. Please don't leave. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. Helia, it hurts so much. I want to go home. Mom's waiting for me. I'll take you home. Just stay awake. You promised me, remember? I'm still coming to visit your home, see that view. And there's so much more we can do together. You promised me, didn't you? You wouldn't let it... Nessa? Nessa! Hell yeah. She's gone. Why? Because the calamity doesn't play fair. We're up against something irrational and merciless. No, there had to be a way we could save her. If I'd eliminated these pollutants faster, she wouldn't have collapsed on the cold, icy ground. At least it was quick. She didn't suffer long. How can you say something so cold? Because that's the reality of the calamity. It doesn't care who you are or how hard you've been tried. It brings death out of nowhere, and I've seen it happen too many times. If you can't accept that, then leaving's your best option. This time it was Nessa. Next time, who knows? Next time it could be me, right? Nessa was timid, just like me. A rookie on her first mission, but she didn't run, and neither will I. I can't just watch my allies die and walk away because of my own failure. If I don't do something to honor her sacrifice, I'll never forgive myself. Naive. That kind of thinking will only drag us down. Say what you want. You can tell me from your experience that running away is the best choice, or lecture me as the strongest fighter just to give up and accept my fate. But I'm not stopping. I'm going to find the others. Nessa, are you there? I need help. It's Sasha's voice. You're just gonna get yourself hurt. This time I'll make it in time, please! Darn it! Just get rid of them all! Sasha, are you okay? Answer me! Hang on, Sasha, hang on. Don't tell me the entire troop dies. Literally, like, they're the only survivors of the calamity. Giving up already? That's not like you. I guess it's time to show what a real super soldier can do. Coralie, I can handle this myself!
Sure you can, totally. Damn. Sasha! Oh yeah. I'm here. I'll get you out of here. Did you see Aria? Not yet. See, she's probably... Never mind. I'm almost... No, don't say that. You're gonna make it. No need to comfort me, Helia. The calamity. It's only retreating for now. I'll be back soon. Stop talking. Save your strength. No matter how many of them come, I'll protect you and get you out of here. That's so like you, Helia. Almost dedicated fighter. I just senpai an ally. I can't let you outshine me, right? Wait, what's that? A plasma bomb. Sasha, what are you planning to do? At the very least, I'll take these cuspulins down with me. It's the only way I can contribute now, see? In the end, I'm not losing to our rising star here. No, wait, you can't! Don't be foolish, Helia. If I wait any longer, I won't even have strength to pull the pin. No, please, I'm begging you. There's gotta be another way. Coraline, there's another way, right? Tell her! Helia. Respect her choices. Thank you. Oh, Helia, do you have any painkillers left? Give me one, will ya? Even at a time like this, I'm still afraid of pain. And could you inject it for me? My hands, I can barely move my fingers now, but hey, I can at least still pull the pin on the bomb. I can't do it, Sasha. I can't. It's no different from killing you with my own hands. I'll do it. No, wait! I can do it! I have to! I'm sorry, Sasha. Thank you. Helia and Coraline. Let's go. So one died naturally, one's gonna sacrifice themselves. Ow! Man! Impact third. Sasha, I'm so sorry. Helia. That defeated look doesn't suit you. It's nothing like the Helia I know. The stubborn, never give up girl. Helia, is that you? So, are you giving up now? I remember how tough training was every day. Getting hurt, bleeding. It was just part of it. But back then, I always thought everything would turn out okay. I believed that if I trained just one more hour, I could take out more pollutants on the battlefield. Even though I don't have your talent, your abilities, or your experience, I always believed my hard work would slowly piece this broken world back together with my own two hands. But now, you've done well, Helia. No, I've done nothing! I couldn't save anyone. I even ended up killing my own ally. Sasha's death wasn't your fault. No, it's mine, because I was too slow. Because I couldn't handle those cursed calamities as easily as you could, right? If I say yes, will you leave with me? No. Why not? You don't have to be talent or skill to keep fighting the calamity. You're not prepared for the battlefield, so what's keeping you here? I still have my life, and an unfinished task. Oh, what an idiot. Yes, I'm an idiot. I still need to find Aria and Lyria. Or Lyra. Task isn't over yet. What? That's Lyra! Lyra and Caroline. I never thought the ones I hate most would be the ones I meet in my final moments. Oh, I can leave right now if you'd like. Help! I thought someone like you would have bailed long ago. You're just sticking around to enjoy my misery. You're not special. So you actually fought all the way here? Do I need a grand reason to fight against this little calamity? Of course not. You're not like us. You're gifted. A warrior who can wind out calamity with a flick, clearing the way for the main force through the polluted zone. If this task was just for what it was, doesn't matter to me. If I had your abilities, I'd find it hard to help everyone beat the calamity. Not just think about running away. Too bad. You're not me. Yeah, I'm not you. You're just a coward. She blinked indifferently, but subconsciously averted her gaze. Lyra's breathing stopped. From a certain point onwards, death was no longer a commonplace, insubstantial event for her. Lyra! Lyra! She's gone. Now it's just the two of us in the squad. Do you want to keep going? Asking me to leave again? Because you don't belong here. Just because I don't have your experience or talent, does that mean I don't have the right to face the calamity and save everyone? Even if I had more experience and talent than you, I still wouldn't think I would have to fight the calamity to trap myself here for some so-called justice. The death of your allies is already breaking you. Staying here will only lead to a dead end. You're better off leaving this with me. Hell yeah. You don't owe anyone anything. Lyra's right. You're just a coward with power. Yeah. Since you like to mind your own business and run away, wouldn't it be easier for you to leave alone? Why bother trying to convince me to run with you? No reason. I just thought I'd be bored on the way. Didn't you say I should come visit you after the calamity ends? I'm worried you won't keep your promises. That's so wrong. If everyone fought like you, when would the calamity ever end? We'll just hide in the base and live our lives there. You still believe the calamity will end? Of course, as long as we give everything, even our lives, and follow orders like obedient cattle, throwing ourselves into the abyss one by one, the calamity will eventually be filled, right? Nessa, Sasha, and Lyra. They were all here fighting for some so-called justice, and what happened? Their lives easily claimed by the calamity in the area. Helia, you're no different from them, you know. When I saw Nessa collapse in the snow for a moment, I thought it was you. Carly, your so-called resolve is too fragile. It can't even begin to stand against the calamity, can it? But it's strong enough. Not even the calamity can change it. Carly, this world, as you said, it's terrible. Falling apart. But I just want to do what I can to piece it back together, little by little, even if it's insignificant, even if it doesn't matter. I want to go back to the past, to be with my parents again. I want to be with you on a sunny day, watching the airships float overhead. We don't have to think about anything. Not even a word. I just know that everyone's doing well. In the last few hours, I've experienced loss, regret, and despair. Correlate my true resolve. Can't truly change the calamity, but the calamity will never change my resolve. So, you really have to keep going? Yeah. For the future, I believe, and I have no choice. Is the calamity the other one? I understand. Because the calamities are very close to the heritages, basically. Well then, if the mighty hero Helia is so well trained and responsible, I'm sure you can handle the mission alone, right? Are you still planning to run away? Don't put it like that. Let's just say we're both following our paths. It's better we both fulfill our main mission. Here, take the supply crate. is the key to success of this task. Once you're out of here, deliver it to the main forces in the east. I already sent coordinates to your retinal chip. A supply crate? Why didn't I know about this part of the task? Idiot. This is classified info, and the experienced expressional veterans like me would know. Of course you wouldn't have a clue. All I have to do is get to the main force. What's inside? Hey, it's top secret. If it gets lost, it could mess everything up. Look, I may want to run, but I'm still handing this to someone reliable, right? I understand. If I get it there, no matter what, after you leave the battlefield, where will you go? Maybe somewhere quiet, away from the calamity, and sleep for a bit. Play some games after. Anyway, I'll do whatever I want. Free at last. A place free from the calamity. Does it even exist? I'm a super soldier, remember? Of course I can create a calamity-free spot. Don't you believe me? Oh, there you go joking again. Silly. Still worrying you can't handle the task on your own. Is that why you're still here? Of course not. I can do this. Good. Then don't disappoint me, Ricky. In the end, she still tries to run away, huh? They keep giving me lore. Which is interesting. I also love that they are earnest rookie. You know? We're Hellier, but we're not Hellier right now. Fine, you get this yourself, you selfish enemy. It hurts so much, what do I do? Carly was right. I don't have what it takes. My mission is meaningless, but I didn't want this. No matter how hard I fight or struggle, it just makes me look ridiculous. I just want to do something meaningful for this world. Gods, if you're real, if you can hear me, please help me deliver the supply crate just this once. Let me complete my task. Hey, you silly rookie. Since when did you start believing in gods? The ghastly nightmare vanished in an instant, and from the depths of despair, she felt herself being lifted back into the light. Carly, I thought you... Oh, don't get the wrong idea. I was just scavenging for supplies. Never hurts to be prepared. Then I happened to stumble onto you in this sorry state. Funny, considering we were heading in an opposite direction. I told you, scavenging. You pampered girls raised in the basement understand it a bit. Really? I thought maybe just this once you wanted to play the hero. As if. Unless someone caught your rookie stupidity. Anyway, thank you. And don't worry, the supply crate's safe for me. The supply crate? Oh yeah. Really, reliable as always. Lucky for you, I found a safer route. Take it, and you'll catch up with the group faster. How'd you manage that? This whole area is completely polluted. Guess I got lucky. By the way, why are you hiding one hand behind your back? Doesn't that get tiring? Taking care of everything one-handed, it's true pro territory. Not something a rookie like you could manage. Carly, are you still leaving? Obviously, yes. I only joined the fight for a bite to eat, nothing more. Leaving means I won't have to endure everyone staring at me like I'm freeloading and wasting supplies. Now I'm free. I will crack into on drills and getting called out whenever they feel like it. This time, I'll do things I've never even dared to think about. Ow. What's that? A super soldier's plans are way over a rookie's head. You're as annoying as always. I can't help it. Well, I'm off. Maybe, actually, never mind. It's probably best we don't meet again. You overachievers will get all serious and pull me back to the base to do grunt work. I won't. Good, that's a relief. Hey, Coraline. What is it? If you ever need somewhere to stay, you can go to my place. I've mentioned you often in my letters to my parents. They'll be happy to welcome you. Just know that you're not a kite with a broken string. You'll be the thread that connects you to... I'll be the thread that connects you to the world. Got it. Later. Is that how you say goodbye? To someone who's finished the task for you? Someone you might never see again? Whoa. Do you suddenly change your mind and want to join me as a deserter? No! Good. See you again, rookie. Can't believe she's really gone. Wait, why is there a crack on this box? Was it damaged during the fight? Oh, so careless. Hang on. Why does the stuff inside look so familiar? This is... I'm telling you, Hylia, no matter how hard you practice, you'll never catch up to me. Might as well spend your time playing games instead. At least, you'll have fun. I can teach you. This time, we're the vanguard heading to the highland at the right time for the main force. Hylia, do you think I'm a coward too? What if I wanted to play the hero just this once? You? No way! Carly the hero? Can't even begin to picture it. I'm gonna be 1 second, guys, because I'm in a bit of stomach pains because I haven't eaten yet. So I'm gonna pause. I'll be right back. That took a little while, but we're back. Sorry, I kind of got distracted by realizing that YouTube subtitles really seems to understand what I'm saying at times. Exactly. Doing what Hylia can't imagine is what makes life fun for the amazing Coraline. Goodbye, silly rookie. So you want to... No! Coraline! Despair and regret. What do they feel like? Are they delusions of achieving greatness? The self-confidence of rigorous training, only to watch your allies crushed one by calamities, while you're powerless to stop it? Or just bold words of justice and saving the world, coupled with the arrogant lectures on what defines a hero, that culminates in the death of your only friend. All those ludicrous actions were nothing but a mask for your own weakness and incompetence. So you must tear them apart, bury them, erase them, leave yourself bare, like an endless, desolate snowfield. Yes, the snowfield. You'll see it again, right? Your eyes were so innocent, they made me laugh. You thought you knew everything about that so-called super soldier. After all, what grand and noble thoughts could possibly fit into the mind of someone always so joking, always looking for an escape? Because of your ignorance and naivety. You distrusted your friend. You sneered at the thought of escape, all while being oblivious to the fact that you were saved by the coward you so despised. But the one most deserving of contempt, the most pathetic coward, has always been you, drowning in despair and regret. That's why I loathe the innocent, self-righteous eyes so much. By the vow of these eyes, I offer my freedom as a sacrifice, strip myself of pride, and see the world only in black and white. So long as I draw breath, I will annihilate every enemy before me, until the flames of revenge consume all that remain of my future. No! Coraline! It's... my vision, it's... fading? And I think that's a good place to end today's episode. So, everyone that has come by, thank you so much. We'll be continuing the chapter next week. For now, this is Crunch Feats of the Arcadia Network. And I can't believe I ended up pausing this close to a midsection. And I'm signing off and logging out. You will have a lovely week, and I'll see you soon.